Alrighty, what is up everybody? I am back with another day of Spyro gaming and I hope you guys are excited as I am always. The day today is October 22nd, 2025. And yeah, I feel alright. I feel pretty good, you know, got a really good night's sleep, had a nice big breakfast. I feel good. Feel good. Playing the game in these first few seconds feels very nice. I feel very not rusty. Which is a good thing. Work on these little jumps right here. Let me also make my chat a little wider now that I can see it a little better. But yeah, welcome everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Excuse me. The plan today is to sorry, I just need some water after that. Is to do more resets. Not a lot more. I don't want to jump off the deep end. I would like to stay on the low to no reset side of things. But I'd at least like to try to get a sub 1130 artisans today. That would be nice. Which is really not asking a lot, but it might be. It might be asking a lot. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try to keep the resets low, but I'll be a little bit more open to grinding since I have been so low reset-y lately. So we shall see what happens with that. I'm definitely going to try not to lose my mind today, though. That's going to be part of the deal. Yeah, just getting warmed up here. Hope everyone's having a fabulous day today. Today's goal is no finished runs. Yeah, no, I do want to finish. I think if I'm going to be resetting a little bit more, if I'm resetting more, then I'm going to make the goal like one finished run. But if I can manage to keep the vibes no resetty like the last few days, then 2 finished runs. We'll see. 1 or 2 finished runs, depending on how many resets I do today. But welcome. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Hope you guys have been enjoying the daily grinds and whatnot. Let's try that again here. Make a save state right here. Hate when that frog gets in the way. What's up, somebody? What's up, tree? Yep, true. True. You got YouTube Premium today. Nice. Enjoy. Very nice. Rip your wallet. Get like right there. Boom. What's up, Megan? Your week has started off a bit fucking harrowing. Wow, that's a very powerful, powerfully, that's a scary word. Seems like the bullshit will resolve itself. That's good to hear. I'm at home today instead of staying at a friend's. Alright. Well, I hope things get better for you, especially at home. It sounds like, I'm guessing, and I don't want to be prying about your life, but it sounds like there's some trouble going on with your home life. So I just hope that things, like you said, resolve themselves peacefully. So I wish you luck, and please do not feel like you have to explain your life right now. You can just kick back and enjoy the stream. I want you to be chill and happy. What's up, Entei? What's up, White Snowpaw? Thank you for the good lucks, everybody. What's up, Jord? Bane? Good to see y'all. Yeah, I'm playing on the new PS2 right now. It's take a look. It's right here. Got the fucking white, the what is it? The clear case. Pretty sick, huh? Got my OSSC right next to it. Iconic clear case 2000s vibes. Very cool indeed. Yeah, the clear case was like a third-party mod made by Pablo's Combos. I don't know where he got the case from, but he must have picked it up online somewhere and then put it on himself. me just work on jumping down here, because I think the plays you want to like do one of those, right? Instead of the jump charge that I've been doing, you want to. Something like that. Keep it moving. I'm not gonna worry about the boost right now. Let's head over to let's do a little town square, a little toasty. My old PS2 is fine. It's just that I can use the more modern practice codes on this PS2. So if you guys remember, you guys know I use like this hacked version of the game with like different color Spyros and stuff to practice. But one problem with the old version that I was using was that whenever I'd make a save state like this, it wouldn't be a true save state. It would like fully respawn the level at that point that I was at. Okay, so it was more of a respawn point, custom respawn point, than a save state. Now, with these modern practice codes, when I click the button, it fully save states, you see. Or load states, rather. So, we've upgraded from respawns points to true save states. Thanks to a composer. Which does make practicing certain things a lot easier. Definitely don't flame charge those. As tempting as it is to go for that flame charge, don't go for it. I don't know. Do I really want to look at anything here? Let's go over to Toasty, actually. I feel like doing some more Toasty. That's very wholesome, Michael. That's the red. You know what? I might go back to my old strats on these two dogs. Just because these are like the most hard to tell if you got them or not dogs. It's not that they're harder to do than the other ones, they're just harder to tell whether you got them or not. And if you miss either one of them, then it's basically just like GG's to your run. So I'm gonna go back to my old ancient strat there, but I'll do all the rest of the Schmokey Bro strats like normally. I have been noticing in runs this part tends to troll me a bit. Oops. Whoa. Yeah, whatever. Wasn't looking. Yeah, I love Katamari Damacy. It's a great game. What's up, Dylan? Toasty music is good. Yeah. Until you learn Rat Proxy, this music is good. The music of my nightmares now. Missed them, I think? Yeah. Missed them both. Is the play here maybe to just fucking... Because the slide off seems like unnecessary, you know? No, God. I keep hitting the load state button instead of the save state button. Idiot. Okay, save state. Dude, maybe that's the play, is charge jump before. Yeah, because you can hit the dog, like when you flame from up here, you hit the dog with a flame charge. Like you hit the dog there, so you don't need to wait till the slide off to do the flame. I'm seeing it now. So yeah, charge jump up, like skip the skitter here, where I want to avoid skittering on that little slope right here. So jump, do that, and then do that. And then try not to get fucking trolled there. Playing around. I'll just do the fight, why not? Hello. Ugh. And then pause exit, you know, just for safety. I guess let's quickly just spot check the hard stuff that I'm probably not going to do yet. Oh yeah, let me learn the squid strat here as well. Keep saying I'm gonna learn that and then I don't. I don't know what R36S means. Does anyone know what that means? Let me go back a little further. World record is 1:19:57 by me. It's an emulator? I'll let him answer. I'm sensing some unsureness there. That's better than this. I don't know. I'm really not feeling comfortable with this. I know Squid says it's like marginally faster, but it seems really sketch. Like, unless I did like one of those maybe. There we go. This is, by the way, this is a terrible place to bonk as well. To recover, you'd have to do this. And then go all the way back up. I think if I can, like, get the jump charge right there. Oops, keep accidentally hitting that. Like, get around this corner. to the left and then curve it back right as I land, then it should be a little bit more lenient. What if I just like fully stop and turn like this? It seems slow. So scary. Yeah, you like that, Michael? How much do you like that? Does it make you horny, maybe? Or am I overstepping here? No, thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it. What's up, Lil Petra? How you doing? God, so scary, man. I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not gonna say it's not faster, but the scary factor here is very scary. Here, I'll time it. Just out of curiosity. The Rixer, thank you for the raid. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome, Raiders. I'm gonna turn up my volume so I can hear my alerts better. Yeah, how do I turn the manual timer on? Did I do it? Stop button, start. Reset on load and reset. Okay, so it should show a... No, where is it? Where's the manual timer? Display always. There we go. Alright, so we're trying to do a strat that Squid came up with. So normally here, like, we just turn around and do this, which is pretty lenient. But Squid says that this is faster. Which is like way sketchier. So, trying to time it out here just to see how much faster. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of using this manual timer, I'm just gonna use my live split so that way I can like start and stop it how I want to with my foot rather than my hands. So let's just close these splits real quick. Okay, Windows is making all sorts of fun noises now. That's great. All right. .4. I should time it all the way until the first like red touch, right? Until Spark sees that that red over here. Try like this. Dude, can we just make it? Like 3.9. 3.9. But I will say it's 3.94 seconds. Now let me try it my old way here. 4.2. 4.2. Okay, it's like 0.2 faster to do it the squid way. I think that's fair to say. So it is definitely measurably faster. But it's just really scary. Let me try it with like a full hop. See if that works. No, that's not good. You have to get the charge jump if you want to save time with this. I actually just explained this a second ago, Adam, but yeah, if I miss this jump, I have to do this and make that wall glide and then go all the way around like this to get back to where I was. That's the whole recovery. So maybe like 10 seconds or something. Pretty bad. Pretty bad thing to miss. And then, like, if you miss this in a run, like, this is realistically what's gonna happen. Oh, I missed it in a run, and now I'm all flustered, and oops, I fucked up the glide to recover, and now I'm losing 20 seconds. That's realistically what would happen. Like, if I'm being honest. Like, I've seen this movie before. Just need to turn it harder. I'm thinking the play is to like charge jump before, so that way it gives you like a better angle. Yeah, that's pretty normal, Michael. I still don't understand. If you watch like high-level RuneScape players on YouTube, they'll be trying to explain like how they kill other players, and it'll make no sense, even to me, as someone that's played the game for like 20 years. They'll be using terminology like, you know, proc and spec and PID and ticks and triple eats and stuff of all this nature. So yeah, you're not just because you're a new player doesn't mean you understand high level RuneScape, because I don't. I guess I'm a noob too, really. What's up, kits? I just venged him on my ult and then fucking procced his penis into my spec, so that way I could hit a 3-way triple eat, fucking tick perfect switch right on the PID swap. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's what it's like watching like a PK video. Someone explaining like a PK video. It's like, is this guy speaking English right now? What's up, Cassius? Yeah, I've tried the edge slip in Nasty. I'll go look at it again. You're saying it's half a second of time save? That's a lot. To me, it's like... It feels like less than that, but it is still a time save. You're calling it half a second? This is 0.2 seconds. I'll go time that. I feel like I'd be remiss not to go for this. Like, now that I know this exists, like, I kind of have to go for it, right? Dude, what happened to my... Oh. There we go. Now I'm getting it better. It's all about the exit angle. Like, stretching that second grab, second gem grab. What's the significance of this? It saves 0.2 seconds over what I was doing before, which is this. Can you make it back to the ledge if I fail to grab? If I fail to grab that second red, yeah, can I just fly back? No, I can't. This is extremely risky for 0.2 seconds. Like, let me just say that, like, in case that wasn't, you know, painfully obvious. You think I'm landing this 80% of the time? It feels like less than that. And in a run, it's going to be a different animal. I mean, look, I'm with you guys. I should do this. Even though the risk is totally not worth it, I should do it just because it exists. So I hear you guys. Like, don't worry. You don't got to convince me. I already, like, hate myself if I don't go for all the crazy strats. Like, don't worry. I'm already at that point in my speedrun journey where I just have to go for this since I know it exists now. So don't worry. You don't got to convince me. I'm feeling like the play is to not do the charge jump. Or is to not do this charge jump. Oh, you got 3 new community golds? Okay, I guess I can look at them. Is there anything new that I don't do in them? To your knowledge? It's a tough question to answer, Horigami. I can't answer that, like, definitively. Like, did I get the best run with the strats that I have? It's up there, you know? It's up there. Like, not really sure what else I can say to that. And let me also say this. The strats I do in World Record are not, like, the safest strats by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just incorporating more risky strats now for minimal time save. I'm incorporating all of the risk reward that makes no sense at this point. Whereas in World Record, I was a little bit more judicious about that. So it's not like World Record plays it safe and now I'm playing it risky. It's like World Record is playing it risky, now I'm playing it riskier. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Hyro? Thank you for the 21 months. Appreciate that. The cruel irony about it is that, like, I'm not gonna save time with any of these strats for a long time. Even if I do them right, like, it's unlikely that I'll save any significant time in my runs for a long time. Just how it works. It takes time before these strats actually, like, solidify into, like, something that you're actually, like, pushing the movement for. Instead of something that you're just apprehensively trying not to fuck up. Yeah, I think walking around a little bit more here helps. It does make the jump charge a little tighter, but it kind of guarantees the glide, which is nice. I'm feeling a little better about this now. So just gotta walk it out a little more. Let me time it again. It sucks because if you don't do like a perfect jump charge, you're just jumping off the ledge. Jump charges like this are really scary. At 3.9. Come on, just give me that. Oh, wait, hold on. Timed it wrong. No, wait, why am I hitting the fucking timer? In the old way. Thank you for the raid, Norkson. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, it's 0.2. 0.2 faster. I can't say no to a 0.2 second time save. Right, Norkson? Like, that's big. That's big time save. It's funny. Oops, I missed the red. There goes 20 seconds or something going, you know, 10 seconds going and grabbing it. No, I know you're joking, Jerry, but really it's stack up 2 of those and you offset a bonk. A bonk is half a second. Unless it like causes you to fall in a void or something. Yeah, I mean it's a really funny thing to acknowledge though, is that like I need to do 2 of these optimizations to make up for 1 bonk. That is a funny acknowledgement. Like, I could do all this stupid risky shit, or I could just play clean. Like, is it even about, like, getting a good time anymore? It's so fun. I've been really, like, struggling with, like, the purpose behind speedrunning now that it's, like, not really about getting world record or PB anymore for me. It's like, what's even the purpose? If I'm just trying to swag out and stuff, like, what's the purpose of that? Like, is it really that cool when I'm, like, struggling to get, like, 122s, you know? Like, is it really that worth it for me to abandon, like, my muscle memory that I've practiced over 10 years? Just to introduce more and more and more spots to throw the run, you know? Is that worth it? You know, it's like, you're constantly asking yourself that in this hobby. And you have to be headstrong about it. You have to be like, all right, like, I'm gonna lose a bunch of runs to this. Like, it's not about the end time. It's not about even getting good times. It's about just doing all the coolest, funnest strats because that's fun or something, you know? And totally not infuriating at all. Like, you have to just have that attitude. You have to be arrogant about it like that. You have to be a fucking idiot, basically, to, like, do shit like this. It's like very much a internal conundrum. Because it's like, I just want to get, like, you know, at a certain point, I can't deny the fact that I just want to get a good run, you know? But I have to, like, abandon that to incorporate strats like this. Counterintuitively. But yeah, shout out Grox for the 27 months and Hyromaniac with the Prime earlier. Thank you guys. Also shout out Guinness Buddha with the $2 super chat. A couple bucks for the swag, thanks. Yeah, but you know, I'm in this position now where like my world record is really good, so I have to, I kind of like, this is my way forward, you know? If I just keep doing shit like maintaining the status quo, I'll feel worse not doing this strat, you know, and I know that about myself. I'll feel worse being the arrogant old head speedrunner that like doesn't incorporate new stuff than I will about like throwing runs. Dude, did he just fall? Did you see that? That fodder just fell off the fucking ledge. They can do that? How did he even get up here? Yeah, whatever. But yeah. This time save is crazy. This strat is so sick. Yeah, the trick is to be aiming a little against the wall there and then walk away kind of early. Dude. Man, some of these bonks are such ass. These bonks are like such heartbreakers. Forget about jump charging off the edge like that. Maybe I shouldn't even do the jump charge, in all honesty. I should just walk it and then just charge jump. I think that's going to be the safest way to do this. You gotta aim to like jump off of like this point right here, like a little, like right here. What's up, Kwai? Am I cold? No. Is this like a setup for a joke or something? Is it because you're saying because I'm in because I'm in a cold level? I'm shivering. What's up, Krauser? Thank you for the 100 bits. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, and you know what's funny is I came here, that wasn't even the strat I really wanted to figure out. It was this one. My purpose is to get summoning salt. Dude, like, it's so funny because it's always like, every few days or so, it's like a recurring topic of conversation is like, when is Summoning Salt gonna talk about this game? And that's like, and that goes for like any speedrun, honestly. Like anybody that streams a speedrun, you're gonna end up talking about whether Summoning Salt covers you or not. It's like something you just can't avoid. It's like the plague, you know? It's like, you gotta acknowledge the Summoning Salt situation. And so my thoughts on whether Summoning Salt covers this game or not are, I don't care. Like, it's great if he does. If he doesn't, I don't care. I don't think he's interested in this game just based off of the types of games he's covered in the past. But maybe one day he will. I hope to get a random DM from him one day. That'd be awesome. But if not, I'm not losing sleep over it. Is kind of my attitude about it. I'm definitely not on that clout chasing shit. Like, oh my god, if Summoning Salt makes a video, I need to make sure I have all my strats for Summoning Salt to really glaze me as much as possible. It's like, bro, don't, like, that's fucking so whack, in my opinion, to have that kind of attitude. Like, really just begging the fucking YouTubers to, like, cover you, you know? It's like, I didn't beg for Ricky to make a video about me. I'm not begging for Summoning Salt to make a video about me. You know? Like, that's like some clout chaser, like, pussy shit, if you ask me. Just my opinion. He confirmed he's never gonna cover Spyro. Is that true? That's funny. Alright, let's make a save state, like, right here. But yeah, I mean, whether it's Summoning Salt or anyone else, you know, it's like... Like, I don't care. Like, if people want to make a video about this game, that's awesome. But if they don't, I'm definitely not, like, sitting here wishing they would, you know? And I get that sentiment from people sometimes, that they wish Summoning Salt or someone would make a video about, like, their category or whatever. It's like, bro, just, like... Forget the clout, man. Like, who cares if people are interested in your speed game or not, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta play it for the love of the game, you know, not because you want to, you know. It's nice if people are interested in it, but it's like it just feels whack to me to be like, man, I wish a YouTuber would talk about my game. It's like, dog, you got bigger fish to fry. I think that's some clout chaser shit, personally. What's up, Getro? Doing all right. Hope you're doing well as well. This might be too much speed. No, it worked out. You found having any amount of cloud... Are you, like, famous, like, online somewhere, Megan? You have, like, a Tumblr page that everyone harasses you on or something? You got a deviant art that's popping off, or what? People begging you to make porn and shit? You returned to Vortex and relearning Spyro 3? Nice. Good luck to you, Getro. Man, it's like I can either get the wizards or I can get the thing, but not both. Very rare to get both. It's like if I miss a wizard like that, I'm forced to just like basically do the strat like normal. You got a nuanced strat. I learned your strat earlier, Squid. I think you just got here, but I learned your thing earlier in this level as well. I'll probably start doing it in runs. I timed it to be 0.2 faster. I'm not sure if that's what you got. I wish there was a way you could just go straight through these wizards, you know? But no, you have to do a shitty fucking zigzag. There we go, finally. And try the rest of it. What's up, Patrick? Thank you for the good luck. Oh, and I missed and I fucked it up. So even when you get the strat, you don't get the strat, because you have to get that guy and curve it around. I missed this guy. Try that again. Okay, let's respawn the level and then go back to here. Oh no, actually that didn't work. I'd have to go all the way back. I'm over it. We're not doing this strat today, don't worry. I looked at it for a minute. We're good. I don't know where I just went by accident there. It's the Laura strat, the bonk. The bonk? I'm talking about the thing you posted. Here, I'll just show you. Just to ensure that we're talking about the same thing. There's no bonk as part of what I'm talking about here. The video you posted like a day or two ago. There's a bonk that's a part of it. Or you're talking about up here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Oops. What the... Nice roll, dude. Talking about that. Yeah, you're talking about something different, I guess. I'm not doing the jump charge, I decided. Like, yeah, it's cool to get the jump charge, but for safety purposes, I'm opting to just walk it out. It's still faster when you walk. Like, yeah, ideally, like, you fucking, like, perfectly, like, jump charge right after grabbing them, like, in your video, but I just don't want to fucking bonk this. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll time it out again. It's actually, like, pretty similar with just walking like this. To the jump charge. Unless you're on, like, your task shit. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to close my splits to time this. I like the in-game timer that Composer added. I'm sure some people really prefer it, but Call me an old head. I like to just manually time with live split. It's just easier for me. So that way I can use my foot pedal and not have to take my hands off the controller. That's 3.9. Basically, I'll do it a few more times. 3.9 from there to the gem. 3.8. Like, at worst, this is like 4. And then here it is, like, with like optimized jump charging. 3.8. So like we'll say that walk loses 0.1, but the thing itself is like still 0.2 even with walking it's still 0.2 faster than the old strat. There's like 3.9 right there. So we'll say this is like 3.9 the way I do it. And then here's the old strat. Oh, well actually, if you do the old strat good, it's actually still like 3.9. I was getting like 4.2 before. 4. Man, it's a tough justification. I mean, it really is. Damn. Yeah, I guess if you do the old strat really good, it's like almost even with doing this, like, kind of safely, so to speak. Damn. So we'll say 0.1. Let's just say 0.1. Can we say can we agree on 0.1? The difference between the way I'm doing both of these. And again, like, you could probably do this more optimally. You know, like, I'm not saying you can't. Like, the optimization ceiling is a good 0.1 to 0.2 higher with this than it is with this, but man, I'm having so much trouble, like, justifying it, you know? I think it's fair to say that, like, this is the faster thing to do, but just barely. Like every fucking strat difference in this game. So it's like, I might as well go for it, since it is, like, the fucking, you know, the cool thing to do. There we go. I was getting more like 4.1, 4.2 before doing this. The turnaround looks cooler? You think so? To me, this is like the cool swag strat, because no one does that. What's up, Bale? Thank you for the 6 months, and thank you for the good luck as well. Do you guys really think that this turnaround looks cooler? That's so interesting, because like I was under the impression that the new strat is always like the cooler thing. Like, this is cooler because of the risk involved, no? Like, the old strat isn't as risky, so like this is the cooler one, no? Like, I'm just subjectively speaking, you don't have to be an expert on this game, I'm just curious how you guys find it as viewers. Like, can you guys sense the additional risk from doing it this way? Or does the actual turnaround here just look more interesting? That's an interesting, I never even considered that like as a viewer the old way might seem cooler. You know, again, I'm only doing these strats because they're cool, like, really, if I'm being so fucking honest. Yeah, this is totally like a looks cool versus is cool difference. Yeah, that's actually so true. Like, this is the cooler strat, but this looks like the cooler strat. That's funny. Do I think platforming on Spyro 1 is better? No. I think Spyro 2 and 3 have a different physics engine, which is a lot floatier and vertical in its platforming. But that's not to say the platforming is just better in this. I prefer it. I mean, I'll tell you, I prefer the platforming in this game. It is more horizontally, like, focused, like fast speed, horizontal. Charge jumping in Spyro 2 and 3 is like, you go like twice as high and you slow. Charge jumping in Spyro 2 and 3 is like slow compared to just charging straight. But in this game, it's like the same speed almost. So it's very different. I mean, you know, if you prefer this game's platforming like I do, I get that. But I'm not gonna sit here and just tell you that it's just objectively better or something. Totally preference. Like, this game doesn't have double jumping. You ever see a level that has like a ton of double jumping in Spyro 2? That kind of platforming is a whole nother ball game compared to this. So it's like an apples to oranges type of situation. I have a feeling like I'm gonna go for that like squid non-turnaround there, and then the first run that I lose to it, I'm gonna stop going for it. That's what it feels like is gonna happen. If I'm just being honest with myself. Interesting. Okay, let's head over to loot, and then I'll do a run. I've been really not doing a run here for a minute. That's not gonna work. Try it again. I'll make a save state here after this part. Nope. That was a terrible setup there. The reason the game makes you fly slow is because there's a height cap in this level. The people that don't understand, the way this level works is that you can fly, but you have to raise the height cap of your flying by ascending higher platforms. So now I can fly higher because I've gone higher in the level, you see. Okay? So that's important for this strategy because I'm basically breaking the height cap. I'm going beyond what the game is trying to allow me to do. That's why I'm doing all this floppy business, because these flops are allowing me to go above where the game would let me fly. And the game, as you can tell, is trying to fight back and push me down and slow me down and flop me out of the air and stuff to stop me from doing that. So that's why these techniques are really fucking annoying to get good at, but like, they just, I don't know, it's just really tough. That's all I can say. Okay. Now, make a save state. See, like, those flops are because I'm above where the game's height cap is. That's why this strat is so hard. Yeah, I seen that Super Dave holds up. I'll mess with it. I have messed with that in the past. I don't feel like it helps me that much, but it is cool that he. I think what's the more relevant thing. This is what Dave told me. Is the more relevant thing is that you're is that you hold neutral on the stick before the triangle press, like that you're like going up the wall like at a 45-degree angle. This, he didn't say all this, but this is like kind of what I'm sensing about it. Is that you're going, you know, you swoop up into like a 45-degree angle on the wall, and then you're neutral for like half a second, and then you press triangle. That's like the more important part about gaining height here. That forward press is only helpful just for pushing you forward a little with the flop. But the actual height itself is not impacted by that. So I'm not saying that forward press isn't helpful, but it's just it's like different things that we're focusing on here, you know. Oh, so just don't even press triangle here? Oh, what? I thought he pressed triangle there. I didn't know. I had no idea you could just do this without pressing triangle. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so much easier. Oh my god, what? I swear to God, I saw him press triangle on his community gold. Oh, that's why he doesn't have the. Oh my God. I fucking hate speedrunning this game, dude. Why am I such a fucking idiot, dude? This isn't even that. I'm not even happy hearing this information. It's like, okay, now it's like, fuck. It's like, now I gotta figure it out with that. Now I gotta spend another hour here figuring this out. I fucking hate this. Thank you for informing me this. I'm gonna start learning it this way now. I feel like such a fucking idiot. I like studied his community gold. I swear to God he pressed triangle in the community gold. I swear to God. Guess not. Now I can't even do it anymore. Is this worth learning? No. Let me, I kind of talked, maybe you weren't here for me when I was kind of talking about this in Wizard Peak, but I'll just reiterate it again. I'm personally at a point in this category where I've already gotten like a really strong PB with already like a lot of the strats I wanted to do that weigh risk to reward in a reasonable way. So now, coming back to this category, my goal, and I'm sorry if this sounds patronizing or you already know this, but I'm like just explaining this for everybody. I'm learning these strategies not because they're gonna get me a better world record, not because it's gonna improve the quality of my runs, but because they're just swag, because they're interesting and in theory, they're faster. But in practice, this is gonna result in me getting a lot more frustrated, a lot less generally good times, and maybe if I really stick with it for a long time, then maybe my runs will get better, but probably not. The risk reward for everything you're seeing me practice is not worth doing for anybody, even me. It's not worth it. These strats are not worth it, everybody. They're not worth it. Even this fucking strat here, this route is like 5 seconds faster. This fucking flop bullshit is so inconsistent that you'd be an idiot to attempt this in runs, truly. You'd be an idiot to attempt this in runs. But that's where I'm at in my speedrun journey, where I am an idiot that is learning this stuff and attempting it, and it's not even, the goal isn't even to go fast, really. It's just to do it as best as I can. So no, I don't recommend any beginner try anything that I'm learning here. Yes, I'm aware of the Tuval video. I'll go there in a minute. I need to figure this part out. I've looked at that already, Squid, but I'll go look at it again. God, this game's stressing me out, bro. I hate speedrunning. There we go. Yeah, that's how Dave is able to get all that extra height. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's like the way fucking better way of doing it. I'm telling you guys, when I came back to this category, I was like, I'm just gonna learn all this stuff that I used to do and just do runs exactly how I used to do them. I would have like a 121 by now, like, under my belt. All of this stuff I'm doing is not about the time save. The time save justifies learning it. But in learning it, you will lose time and time again. I want to beat this. I want to send this message home to you guys. Is the reason I can't even 122 is because I'm doing all this shit. In time, maybe that will change. I hope it does, but you know, like, the theoretical time save is only the catalyst for the inspiration. Does that make sense? It's not practical. This stuff isn't practical. That's why I don't do it in world record, you know? But, you know, just because it's not practical doesn't mean it's not worth doing or figuring out or learning or so on and so forth. So yes, this route being 5 seconds faster is a lot, especially with the quick plane and the 2-vault strat. That is a lot, and that's something worth chasing for me, but not for the 5 seconds. It's for the doing the most optimal thing that everyone... Like, speedrunning is this like big community effort of everyone finding strats and glitches constantly. So I look at it like it's my responsibility at this point, as the guy that streams this category mostly only, to just do all of the things that everybody finds in this game, whether they're worth it in the risk-reward department or not. Don't be a pussy. That's like my duty at this point. I'm in a unique position that is like what I should be doing. But it's stressful, you know, it's stressful because I do want to get good runs. And I can't. I'm not gonna get good runs for a long time doing this shit. It's very frustrating for me because I'm a speedrunner that likes getting good runs, you know? So it's quite a catch-22 for me, where it's like I have this, what I feel like is a responsibility to incorporate as many if I know a faster strategy exists somewhere, I feel like at this point it's my responsibility to the community to incorporate it. And really, I don't owe anyone anything. It's just like, I would feel like a bitch if I didn't. I'm a bitch for not doing the crazy Wizard Peak Supercharge yet, because I don't feel confident in it. And I'm a bitch for not doing this route yet, because I'm not confident in it. So, that's why I'm sitting here grinding out like the practice, hours, not even doing runs some days. Because it's like, I have to do these unnecessarily risky strats. I have to. It's like, that's what I have to do. That's like what the universe wants of me at this point in my journey. I don't really technically have to. I could just play the game the way I want. But this is like what I feel is the way I should, that I want, you know, all that. It's frustrating, you know, if you can't tell the frustration in my voice, it's frustrating to learn all these fucking crazy strats and then be like, all right, let's get a good run with it. That's like such an undertaking. I'm not sure if that's like, if I've made that clear or not, but it's a fool. What I'm doing here is a fool's errand, truly. So I'm not sure if you guys can understand like my plight here with all of this, but like, or if you can understand my frustration, or if maybe you think I'm just being dramatic, perhaps. But you know, the way I see it is I don't really have a choice here, and it's not about the time save. The time save is merely the justification. It's so much better doing it this way. I can't believe I didn't realize that Dave doesn't press triangle here. I'm like so upset because I fucking studied this shit. I studied Dave's videos. I swear to God I've seen Dave press triangle there. I swear to God. But I guess not. I guess I'm tripping. God, that makes me so angry. It's so frustrating when you study something, you know, really go out of your way to watch someone and study what they do, and then just to realize that that was wrong, you know? Oh, actually, in another video, they do it like this. God. And let me tell you guys, that happens all the fucking time in speedrunning. All the time. People make tutorials that go out of date within a week. All the time. It's maddening. You have $53 out of 100 for spending. Should you buy a 12 escape RuneScape? Dude, you should get a... I don't mean to say this in like a patronizing way. You should go like get a job. If you only have $53 out of a $100 like credit card spend, like I'm not sure like what your financial situation is. I think maybe what you're saying is you've budgeted $100. in that case, if it's $100 budgeted to disposable income, then yeah, buy whatever you want. Go buy a RuneScape on. But if you're saying you only have like $100 in your bank account, if that's what you're saying, you should not be playing RuneScape. That's like what, you know, so two different answers depending on your situation there. I mean, it's okay if you do. I mean, it's okay to be broke. Like, by the way, I'm not like trying to broke shame anybody here. I'm just saying, if since you're asking us like what the advice is. Yeah, it's. I see the second message that you're waiting for Social Security. So I don't know if you're like maybe you're disabled or something like that, but you know, so I don't know your life, but yeah, like it's a tough position, you know, when you only have like $100 in your bank account. It's a tough position. I can't really even speak to it. I'm not gonna say anything more on it because I've never been in that position myself. So I'm not gonna act like I know you or I know your life or I know your situation. But just since you ask, my initial reaction is like maybe find a new form of income. I know it's tough. I know it's rough out there, but that's like the honest advice if you're struggling that hard. Find either it's one of two things: is you either find a new form of income or you find a way to spend less money. So. And I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it because I don't know your life, you know, and maybe I'm totally off here. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. Maybe I'm just totally off here. I don't know. But yeah, I would not recommend anybody who's like in literal poverty to like spend their days playing RuneScape unless that's like all they can do. I should know. I've been spending the last week playing RuneScape myself. But I don't have $100, you know, to my name, you know. And hey, if you do, and again, if you do, like, no judgment. Like, that's okay. I'm not here to judge anybody. Oh, fucking brokies, you know. I'm not here to say any of that. I'm just, you know, you ask for advice, that's the advice. Judgments, put the judgments aside, you know. I hope that was insightful, but my guess is that I totally had the wrong read on your situation, and that I'm just talking I'm speaking to the wrong situation right now. That's my guess. So yeah, like I said, I should just probably leave it. Yeah, go on Caleb Hammer's show. Yeah, go on a YouTuber's show that'll just yell at you. Make you feel bad about your life. Anyways, I hope you don't feel too singled out or anything. I know a lot of us here are probably struggling in the money department. And I have to be totally like candid that I'm not struggling. Like, sure, I'm gonna make more money make less money this month than I have in previous months, but you know, it's like I'll be all right. Like I'm fine. It's crazy, man. Like for me, like I don't make a ton of money from streaming and stuff, but like I'm far from being in poverty, you know. I could go out and buy food. I could buy whatever food I want. I could go out. I can spend $100 on a fancy dinner with Sarah and I. I go buy a plane ticket to go here. Go buy a hotel there. Oh, need to spend $60 on gas? No problem, you know. And it's a lot of it is all thanks to you guys. So. In my mind, it's like, okay, well, you know, I guess I can play RuneScape. You know, truth be told, I'm pretty fucking lazy, you know, is the truth about it. Like, I truly feel like I've been enabled in my laziness. You guys happen to like me playing Spyro enough that I can just lead a very lazy life beyond that. And I'm so thankful for it, you guys have no idea. But, you know, even I could be doing much more. I could, dude, I really think that I could, if I wasn't as lazy, and I think this is true for most people, if I wasn't as much of a procrastinating lazy bitch, like I could be a millionaire, you know? If I was like a fucking type A, you know, fucking work 2 jobs, make YouTube videos and stream, like, and hire someone for the second channel and, you know, get a team going, and fucking my whole life revolves around like content and working and making money. Oh my god, I'd be fucking loaded. But I'm not that type of person. I'm a lazy, procrastinating bitch. That's like who I am. That's in my nature. I like to slow down and stop and smell the roses. I like to spend 6 hours sitting on the couch next to Sarah every night playing RuneScape and kicking it and having a beer. So for that reason, I will not be a millionaire anytime soon. And that's alright. So in my case, as long as I have enough money not to feel like I'm strapped, you know, I'm fine. Beard, thank you for the 5 gifts. So yeah. At the end of the day, I can only really speak to my financial situation, so... You know, like how Coffee was asking earlier, like, we don't know your situation, you know? So I bet you all the advice I gave probably wasn't even accurate to what is important for you. So I don't know. That's why it's tough, you know? That's why it's tough to give someone financial advice, it really is. Guys, I only have $50 left, what should I do with it? It's like, the answer to that, like, so different depending on who you're talking to and who you are. People don't even realize how tough of a question that is to answer for someone that's for not yourself. It's an easy answer to, you know the answer for yourself. I don't know the answer for you. And that's really what I should have said at the get-go. Is I don't know. You only have $50 or $100? I don't know. I need more information, and even then, you know, I'm not you. I don't know your life like that. It feels wrong for me to even tell someone what to do with their money, to be honest. John, I know you want to help with videos. You've shared this to me in the past, and you're not the only one. But please, don't pressure me. You know, like, give me space. Like, asking over and over to edit videos for me is not going to, like, help you. You know what I mean? It's not going to help you. And I love you, and I appreciate it. Like, I will reach out to you or another video editor when I want one. And I don't want one right now. I only say this so, like, you know, solemnly, because this is like the 3rd or so time I believe we've had this discussion. What's up, Nop? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I really appreciate it, man. I do. What's up, Rue? Yo, Hypno, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. I should probably do a run. I'm like kind of on practice mode today, guys. Like, I'm trying to figure out this loot stuff. Now that I realize that the way you do this strat here is like totally different. I'm like I'm on my loot mode right now. Oh no, fuck, I had that. Ugh. What's up, Hypno? Just trying to figure out these fucking strats. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for the good luck. Best thing you did financially is stop buying random shit. That's interesting because I think to everybody, like, buying random shit means something totally different. Like, some people are just straight up, like, addicted to just, like, buying, like you said, random shit on Amazon, or maybe they're into collecting certain stuff or whatever. Like, certain people, like, grow up in, like, a hoarder environment, and so, like they're like raised to just buy useless shit, you know? And then for others of us, it's like, maybe we'll only buy stuff that we're gonna use, but then we don't get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we think we want something, but then, like, we get it, and then we try to set it up, and then it's like, I'm not gonna use it, but I'll just keep it around. So that's, like, another example of just buying random useless shit, right? There's a thing beeping outside. And then to others of us, it's like I don't spend any money on useless shit. It's like only like the bare minimum, but like I don't know. It just like whatever each of those categories means it's like defined differently for each person. Because one thing that's like useless shit to you, it might be something very useful to me and vice versa. So again, it's just so tough to like give like actual financial advice to anyone because you don't know what is useful and what is useless to someone else. You don't know what's like a core necessity for you. Can look at someone's fucking bank account and be like, you don't need to eat out as much. But, you know, like fucking like Caleb Hammer or whatever. But like you don't know. Maybe that fucking McDonald's is like the only thing keeping them from jumping off a fucking cliff, you know? So maybe it's more of a necessity than you realize at a glance, you know? Just because McDonald's is like a unnecessary fast food for you doesn't mean it isn't like something that someone like really like counts on. It's their only happiness in a given. That dude, these fucking fast food companies on that note, that's how they thrive, man. These fast food companies thrive on you being so emotionally dependent on their product that you grew up with it, that it becomes the only thing that gives you happiness in life. That's what McDonald's wants, you know? That's what Chick-fil-A, name your favorite fast food place, that's what they want. They want you to be emotionally dependent, not just like hunger dependent, emotionally dependent on their food. It's fucking crazy when you really think about it. And a lot of people are. That's the sad part is a lot of people really are emotionally dependent on certain food. Dude, even though I don't really eat a lot of fast food, I do eat fast food, but I don't go to fast food places every day. I'm emotionally dependent on my fucking breakfast sandwich that I make every day. And, you know, I can justify, oh, it's healthy, right? You know, it's got wheat bread and avocado and egg and raw vegetables. But, like, if I don't have my fucking exact, like, egg sandwich every day, like, I'm kind of, like, tripping a little bit. I'm kind of like, oh, man, like, what am I going to do for breakfast today? Which breakfast for me is at, like, noon, you know? So, yeah, food is one of those things that, like, I think just over the course of your life, you become so like emotionally, like it becomes so much more than just like sustenance and nutrition and sustaining your body. It's like a total emotional dependence. Like if you don't have the right food that you want, then it's like you might as well just kiss the entire day goodbye. You're gonna just be like crabby and just pissed, even if you do eat something else that's plenty nutritious. You know? Like to not be emotionally dependent on specific foods is like quite a feat, I think. Whether it's healthy or not, you know? I need to update the breakfast sandwich command because it's a little outdated. Dude, thank you, Coffee. I can tell you were ruminating on that answer for a while. So I genuinely hope you didn't feel like I was telling you how to live your life or something. Again, I don't know you, you know? I don't know your situation like that. So thanks for having an open heart, and I love you too. Yeah, it's like, who am I to tell a disabled person like how to live their life, how to spend their money? Like, what the fuck do I? Oh, get a job, you know? Like the fuck? like I'm supposed to say that. Like there is some path for you, you know? Like that's all I can say, and I hope that you can find it. Some path towards happiness, or money, or both, or neither. Whatever you want. Invest in shitcoin, dude. Do I even want to bring this up? Do I want to bring up cryptocurrency? Who here doesn't want to hear me talk about cryptocurrency right now? Be so honest. Or investments and financial investments and stuff. Who here is tired of that and does not want to hear it? And who here does want to hear it? Because I'll tell you this, I'm no financial analyst. I don't know I don't follow the market really. I'm here for Spyro. Crypto is weird. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all I needed to read. Yeah, I'll spare you guys my investments strategies. I'll spare you guys that. It really is not anything worth discussing with you guys, to be honest. Yeah, crypto is sketch, I agree. Here's the one thing I'm going to say about it, since I do bring it up. This is the one thing I'm going to say about it, is currently I'm going for a very long-term investment strategy that incorporates a lot of high-risk investment vehicles. Crypto, gold, index funds, which is the stock market. So currently I'm going for that, and there's going to be a fucking big AI bubble crash in the next year or two. And my plan is to have like half of my savings basically in that, you know, spread across a few other markets. Basically in that, what I'm gonna do is half of my savings is going to deteriorate. This is my game plan. I know this sounds crazy. I'm gonna put a bunch of, I already have a bunch of money in these different points, but I've decided that rather than trying to time the market and try to pull out money and reinvest it at the right time, it's like, gold and Bitcoin have both crashed recently. Now is a good time for me to buy those, and then I'm just gonna sit on them for the next 20 years. Same thing with my index funds. Just sit on them. They're gonna go way up, they're gonna go way down, they're gonna go all over the place. And that's my strategy, is to be a long-term investor. That has been actually my strategy for the last like few years with that. And the other part of that is that not all of my savings are in that. That's half of my savings go to that. So that's like my strat, personally. Just hold and chill. Yeah, the moment it turns into like, okay, I gotta follow finance YouTubers and get the opinions of all these different finance bros and try to, you know, that's like the number one thing, is time in the market is greater than timing the market. Just hold and chill for years, for 20 years. And if you lose $10,000 in one day, that's fine. Just keep holding on to it. You know? And a lot of people, again, aren't in a financial position to even play that game. It's a game, you know? It's a game of attrition. Having an investment portfolio. But it really is a test of patience and discipline, I believe. Yeah, hodl is like a crypto bro term that means hold on for dear life, which is a much different thing than what I'm saying, like hold. I'm not even saying hold, I'm saying hodl is what they say when you're in like a meme coin Discord and it's like, it's getting rug pulled and they're like, guys, don't sell your, they're like, guys, don't fucking, I swear to God, it's not a rug pull. Hodl. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not investing in any of that. Yeah, hodl stands for hold on for dear life. That's like the crypto bro, like, last resort. It's funny. You'll see like CoffeeZilla covering a lot of that sort of stuff. Do I use red Spyro? He's faster and hotter. I'm just kidding. No, he's just hotter. Okay, I should probably do the rest of this level, right? Guys, should I just do like a practice day today? I was saying I was gonna reset more, but I'm low-key, I'm like just feeling like this practice vibe right now. Dude, I'm so glad. I'm like pissed, but I'm also so glad that Squid told me about the fucking press up strat here. This is like low-key making the route viable for me. Work on the rest of the levels route here. Nice. Wait, and then here you have to do this. Blood flame. And then 2-ball. Yeah, do that for the 2-ball as well. Oh, and then I was supposed to flop off. This isn't gonna work now. Yeah. You're supposed to flop off there. Very nice, very nice. Let's do that whole, let's just do the whole level a few times. I'm starting to feel goodlier about this now. No. Hold on. Recovery. Dude, just get... Oh my god, please just go up there. Hold on. We got this. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. We got this. Nope, I turned... Dude, why am I just turning up so late, dude? Hello. There we go. Perfect. No, and should I not press triangle there? Like, I don't know what the play is there. Ugh. Time for a new No, this controller's fine. I have enough humility to admit when it's a me problem. Dude, I keep like, cause I want to go low, but I'm going like too low here. And then I have to go neutral for a moment before pressing up. You think I'm so used to pressing up that it's rhythmically messing up my brain map? I think you're reading too deeply into it. But thank you for that assessment. It's a totally new version of the strat that I'm doing here. So yeah. To your credit, like, yeah, I'm not doing it right and I need to adjust it compared to what I was doing before. But in due time. No use hyper analyzing. Just try to do it right, you know? The way I see it. There we go. You're supposed to come like really hard from the right, doing it that way. No. Oh, that somehow worked. Okay. What's up, Travis? Back to work tomorrow? Dude, good lucks to you. Good lucks. Nope. keep track of how faster it is. I'm not gonna go too deep into timing right now. I'm really just more strat learning right now. And to time all of this would be like, I gotta time the whole fucking level and do it perfectly, basically. In order to actually time, like, the difference between this and, like, the old route and stuff. This would be no small undertaking to time. So I'm just gonna put that on the back burner for now. Oh, what's with the countdown? Oh, you're talking about, like, in the bottom right? I'm just gonna turn that off, because I don't use it. By the way, Jackta, I totally missed this. Thank you for the prime earlier, Jackta. So bad at that. The pink one? Going 3, 2, 1? Oh, you mean down here, this. Those are the save states. I accidentally am, like, pressing the right stick, but you can make different save state slots this way. So, like, I have a save state here in slot 1, and then I can make another one over here in slot 2, you see. And then I switch back to slot 1, and here's slot 2. Make sense? I feel like I gotta go lower. They make it feel baked into the game. Yeah, I mean, it is baked into the game. It's a hacked version of the game. But yeah, like the font is like the same and stuff. It's not like Composer had another font to choose from or anything, as far as I can tell. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool UI. Why is Spyro cool? Is he actually hot? Because he's red? Next question. Oh god. What's up, Nick? Welcome, welcome. Just doing a bunch of practice here. I was gonna do runs today, but I've kind of pivoted into like more of a practice day kind of vibe. Again, here I gotta remember with this. You charge jump, glide. Charge jump, glide, flame. I wonder if like full hop gliding there helps. I don't think it does. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, come on, give me that. Oh, not nice. Ooh, almost. Oh, the classic falling in the hole there. Oh no, I jumped. I meant to press X to get the key to go. That almost worked. Yeah, well, let's do the rest of the I still haven't done the last part of the level here. I won't do the treasure room, but I'll do the last part of the level. Yeah, that was like okay. That was acceptable. Like for a run, that was like an acceptable playthrough. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. At this point, I can just reset. Dude, yes, this is the last level. Like, and it is very scary to do all this in the last level, but I'm not scared. I don't care if it's in the first level or last level. This strat is sick, and I'm gonna learn it. That's kind of what it... That's just what it is for me at the end of the day. If I was so concerned about, like, the time and consistency and stuff, I wouldn't be doing this. You hate YouTube? Why is that, Megan? New YouTube UI looks bad. Is it like different now, YouTube? What's up, Shaddy? Vibes are on some like, I would say very chill, like chill, chatty practice vibes today. I should have like made my title like practice day, because that's really what this is turning into. I feel like I'm getting better at the loot and Wizard Peak strats slowly each day, but I'm obviously still not anywhere near consistent with them yet. Going too low now. Very nice. Come on, dude. Fucking grab this shit. Just play it clean, man. Do I think I'm gonna play Mario Golf? I don't know. Been kind of lazy with the Mario Golfing lately. We'll see. If I do play more Mario Golf, I think it'll just be casual instead of going for like all course runs or whatever. Because in that game, I need just individual like course. I need to do like birdie practice. See if this works. Nope. Oh, kind of. Yeah, it kind of worked. Don't you guys, speaking of YouTube being shitty, you guys know whenever you're watching a short on YouTube and then it's like, oh, I want to watch the full video that this is from. Like, oh, nice, it's linked right there in the description. And then you click on it, but then it's like a video being played within the shorts feed. So it's like, you think you're watching a video, but then when you press the back button to like go back to your like recommended or whatever, it goes back to the original short that you were just watching. You have to press back again to get back to the home screen. You guys know what I'm talking about? So like, you'll be watching a video that you clicked on from a short, and then maybe you'll watch a couple other videos on autoplay, and then it's like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna go back to the YouTube homepage, and you press back, and then the first short that you watched fucking jump scares you like, all right, here's that short you were watching earlier. Does anyone else get that? I get that. That happens to me all the time. So like if you see a short and then you want to watch the full video that a short is from, you have to like go and don't click the link to it in the short. You have to like go and look up the video separately, so that way it doesn't like fucking jump scare you when you go back later. I'm the only one that's happened to? I'm surprised other people don't experience that. What's up, Milkman? Thank you for the good luck. The good news about this way of doing it now is I can like tell when it's gonna give me a good flop, and I can tell when it's not. Open in a new tab. I'm talking about like watching on the YouTube app on my phone. Never mind. I guess I'm the only one that experiences that. It's cool. You guys are smart enough to just watch YouTube on a fucking computer. Screw the app. The app is good if you have premium. So then you can just like, it'll autoplay like videos when you like turn off, when you like put your phone to sleep and you click the button and your phone goes black, it'll still play a video like in your headphones. So that's why I use it. I don't know if there's any like good third-party apps for you. There used to be one called YouTube Advanced, I remember. And then it got shut down, and then maybe they brought it back. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, you really need like an aggressive angle to get up there. Yeah, see, Milkman, yeah, you're using Vanced, Revanced. Dude, I had that for a while, and then it stopped working, and then I tried to get it working again, and then it just didn't work. And since I have premium, it's like, I don't really care, like I don't get ads or anything, so it doesn't really bother me. If you don't have premium though, I could totally understand using Advanced. Do I want you to send a link? No, I don't. But it's cool. I know what you're talking about. I can look it up. I'm capable of that. Is there anything that I want out of Revanced that I don't get just from what I'm describing with YouTube Premium? Like, do I really want Revanced that badly? Because I know we have some Revanced Chads in the chat here. Like, let me know. Sell me Revanced. It makes sense, like, if you don't have premium. So then you don't get ads and shit. It's free. Yeah, well, the cool thing about my premium is I'm on my dad's family plan, so I don't even have to pay for it, which is really nice. I gotta come from lower and pull up later. That's like my issue here. But then when I do that, I'll go like too low, you know? Was I ever into Vine? No, I never actually had the Vine app when I was younger. I had friends that did, though. And I've watched a lot of Vines, you know, over the years, of course. See if this is enough. No. Not quite. Low key, I'm like, I'm kind of getting towards done for today. Like, I don't really want to do a run. I did a bunch of practice. I'm gonna keep doing a little bit of practice. I don't really want to play RuneScape or anything. Today might just be like a short practice stream, honestly. And I go outside and maybe I'll go to the bar or something, get a fucking sandwich and have a beer and call it a day. You know? Chill day. Try to get this fucking strat here one more time though. I hate that, dude. I hate not pulling up fast enough. Try it again. Try the whole setup again. There we go. Hit him. God damn it. I keep fucking up these boxes, man. I'm gonna like make a save state up there once I get back up there. That's not gonna work. Ooh. No. Gotta go low. I pointed down too much there. I could have had that though. Damn it. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Got it. If I would give anything to just be able to get this flop every time. Just like that. Alright, I'm gonna change my slot to slot 2. Make a save state like right here. Just to work on that movement a little bit. Ooh, oh, I almost got away with that. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna make a save state, I think, right, like, over here, actually. I'm really bad at this. There we go. That's what you want. Too late. Yeah, he didn't come down. My high cap already got raised. Unfortunate. Perfect. Nice big old chunky flop. A comically high flop. Yo, Marquisha, thank you for the 28 months. Says, dude, guys, I might be going offline, like, soon. Would that upset anybody? Was anybody really hoping I'd do a run? I've been doing runs, like, all day the last couple days. I think today was a solid little practice day. Cute little practice day. What kind of sandwich am I getting? Maybe like a Philly cheesesteak or a Reuben or something. Or I might just make food at home. That's a bummer. I'm burned out. Take a break was a fun stream. If you guys really want me to do a run right now, post an emote. Like, if you really want me to do a run. I'm gonna need some serious peer pressure to do a run right now. Because I'm not feeling like it. It's that cumbersome. Dude, like, let me just be so honest. I'm just being a lazy bitch that just, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna kill me to do a run or anything. You guys really want to see a run? I may not be in the mood for it, but I'll do it if you guys really want one. There you go, Michael. You got it. I believe in you. Get the sandwich and beer. That's what I would like. That's my pick right now. But I'll do a run since you guys are being really sweet. I'll try a run, I guess. But if I'm not into it, I mean, I don't know. Let me just turn on the vanilla game and see if I'm vibing on a run. Man, I'm fucking hot, dude. It's hot in here. Take off this fucking shirt. I'm gonna go pee real quick while the game loads up here. Be right back. There is an air conditioner in my room, but it's not on right now. Let me refresh the game here. Replug the capture card. There we go. All right. All right, let's do it. I just got to get into this before I get too tired. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I'm just gonna talk to Nestor on this one. I'll try it fine. I'll try Nestor's good. But if I like fall like directly onto Nestor or something, then I'll just keep it going.
It's been peaceful.
Oh, this should work. All right, so yeah, wish me luck here. In all honesty, you know, to those of you guys just joined me here, I just did a 2-hour practice session of some really annoying strats. And, you know, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of tired of this game right now. After playing it for, you know, doing difficult stuff for 2 hours straight over and over. But, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna do a run and try not to be too bitchy. I'm gonna try my best to no reset this. And if it's like if it gets really torturous, I won't force myself to finish it, but I'm gonna try to finish this run for you guys. You know, you guys want to see a run. I've only been going for like 2 hours. I might as well do a run. And yeah, so I am kind of forcing myself. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of forcing myself a little to do this, but you know, it's for the best. Sometimes you gotta push yourself a little like that. But I definitely am feeling a lack of inspiration and desire to play this game at the moment, which is okay. Hopefully we can channel that into some chill, comfy, no reset vibes, and hopefully not be crying and pooping my pants by the end. Those are my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoy the run. Out with a friend? Hey, hello to your friend, and hello to you, Pickle. You know what I could fucking go for right now? Some goddamn Indian food, man. Some tikka masala. That shit would go hard. Maybe I'll go get that later today. I do have some chicken that's thawing in the fridge right now, so that would actually kind of be a good synergy, is to go get like some tikka masala and then add some chicken to it. Like leftovers. You know. Combine the home cooking with the going out cooking. Tikka masala is British, but it's like, it's... okay. You're right. Technically speaking, it is British. But I think you understand what I mean when I say it's Indian as well. I think it's fair to say it's both. It's Indian and British. It's a British take on Indian food that has come to define the food culture. It's a cross between the two, really. It's British people turning Indian food. It's British people's interpretation of Indian food. Is that like the right way to say it? It's still Indian food. Doesn't have to be authentic for it to be like a Indian food. Like I can go say I'm gonna go get Chinese food, but it's not like anything that they're gonna fucking eat in China, you know? So it's okay that it's like there's some appropriation happening there. We don't have to be so culture specifically accurate with every food naming. Oh my god. Dude, fucking get up. Get up there! What the fuck, dude? Why have I been fucking up that fountain like every run the last few days? What has been going on with that? Ugh, man, I'm starting to fade already. Let's see if I can handle this. Like, I gotta be full disclosure with you guys, I might not finish this run. Like, in all honesty. I gotta be so honest. As I said earlier, I wasn't really super into it when I started this run. But, you know, I'm gonna try to stay strong for now. Stay strong. How many subs? How about this? You can gift me however many subs you want if I make it to the end. How does that sound? Rather than like subbing now and, you know, and then I'll even have more of a conundrum when I inevitably don't want to continue. If I make it to the end, then you can sub. Is that a good deal? Or you can just sub anyways if you don't care about whether I finish or not. That also works. Losing like 5-10 seconds here. When was the last time I played for fun, no world record rush? That would be yesterday. Yesterday I did 2 no resets, 123 and 124. And then the time before that would be the day before yesterday, which was 2 no resets that were 126 apiece. So to answer your question, all of my runs since coming back to this category have been in the spirit not of world record, but just for fun. Which leaves me with a little bit of a void of purpose at times playing. But that's just something I can that's just a feeling I can just repress. Try not to think too hard about. It's fine. Have I played Crash Team Racing? Is that a serious question? Like, I'm getting the feeling you're just joking around with me here, Milkman. Your balls are itchy? Nice. Should have framed him. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, nice hello kind? Welcome, welcome. And Tulu, thank you for the good luck. Sub Deviate. Hey everybody. This is gonna be first and only run of the day today. It's already pretty bad. But we're in this. We're keeping it moving. Come on, dude. RuneScape after? Probably not today. I'm glad for that, Aloth. Nice greens, thanks. I'm actually, you know, don't let these splits fool you. I'm actually like losing 20 or 30 seconds on this Artisans. Could have been a lot cleaner, but yeah. Dude, I keep going too low during runs for that. My setup needs to be a little further to the left. Really awkward there. Think I got all the gems? 11:39. That's like a bad time with. That's how I like measure it. It's like, is this like faster than if I'd have just not gotten Nestor Skip? And the answer in this case is no. I could have not gotten Nestor Skip, gotten a good Artisans, and still gone like 10 seconds faster. So yeah, I've lost roughly 30 seconds in that homeworld. 20 to 30, which I guess could be worse. But not exactly good either. One of these days we're gonna get a good Artisans. One of these days. Okay, so that level's called Toasty, not Scorch. And secondly, pause quitting is slower, but it allows me to check whether I got all the gems. Which is kind of important for a level where there's so many dog skips. I am opting to do like 1 or 2 easier dogs now, so maybe I could go back to jumping in the vortex. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I do that. Ugh, terrible turn by me there. Lose like 5 seconds here. Would it be faster to play Spyro 2? No, that'd be a lot slower, because then I wouldn't be playing this game at all. And if the goal is to get good at this game, then that's probably not the strat. But it would be faster if my goal was to get good at Spyro 2. For me to play Spyro 2. Hopefully that helps answer your question. Unfortunately, that's not my goal right now. Halfway through the last floor. Oh my god, you got this, Michael. Oh shit. Yeah. Awful movement. Yeah, that's correct, Vane. It's his arch nemesis. Epic. Wow. Anytime now. The perfect first try. Terrible cleanup. Thank you, Aegis, for the good luck. Huge time loss there. I've not heard of that, Artisan. Thanks for the good luck, Emo. And Stroll. This run is pretty underwhelming, in typical me playing this game recently fashion. But it still has potential to be decent, so we keep it moving. I've probably lost roughly a minute by this point. For reference. At least I'm ahead of the splits. Really? No. All right. Game ate my fucking jump. Hopefully I got all the reds that were from that box. We'll see. Out of the way, Jesus. What's up, Matt? Looking spooky. Am I ready for Halloween? Yeah, I got my costume and everything. Ready to go. Streamer chat. What chat are you talking about here, artist? Are you talking about like the streamer shout out channel on my Discord? Or are you talking about something else? Because you can post whatever you want there. I don't even, dude, in full on transparency, I don't even look at that channel. People just post whatever the fuck they're doing there, and hey, you know, if someone else wants to check them out, that's great. You talking about on my Discord? Yeah, dude, just post whatever. Like, I do not care, like, how much you self-advertise in that channel. That's what it's there for. I do care if you self-advertise anywhere besides that channel, like in my chat. That's a no-no. But you don't do that. And I remember back in the day, you know, I used to try to, like, every time I'd go live, this is like a long time ago before I had partner or anything. Is to like try to get more viewership. I would like try to post like in like 5 or 6 different like streamer shout out, you know, channels, you know, post your stream link, you know, on Discord. And what I realized is that nobody checks those channels. Like nobody, I didn't get a single new viewer from doing that before every stream. So I just gave up. I was like, this is like pointless. But not to discourage anyone else from doing it. I mean, hey, do you. Do what you feel is good. Oh my God. Streaming's a tough market. The less you worry about your viewer count, the happier you're gonna be. That goes for if you're a small streamer, a big streamer, medium. If you're going for partner or affiliate or any of that, do not worry about your viewer count. It'll come. If you're doing something interesting on your stream, like day after day, on a reasonably consistent schedule, like people are gonna show up eventually. Might not be a lot, but over time it'll add up. Especially if you you know, post content elsewhere online as well. Like make YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever, and not just like fucking bare bones effort, like, oh, here's a moderately interesting clip from my stream. But like actually dedicated content for those platforms. That's the only like real way to grow yourself. Is to become like a full-on YouTuber or a full-on TikToker, or be really devoted to streaming consistently, interestingly for a long time. Those are like your options. Any other way of trying to get viewers is like going to be a losing battle. It's gonna make it feel like, oh, this is such a tough market, you know? But really it's just, you know, it's just people watch interesting stuff. That's pretty much all it is at the end of the day. Yeah, I like to check in on my viewer count, like at the end of streams, and be like, "Hey, we got 100 people here, or whatever. It's so many, you know. Like, thanks everybody for watching, you know." But like, whether that number's 100 or 40 or 50, like I try, you know, and I say I try not to let that affect my ego too much, affect my happiness, because it really doesn't matter beyond ad revenue, which is like marginal compared to you guys directly supporting me. You know, we've all been there, dude. Every streamer's been there where you're just doing fucking, you're playing whatever game, and it's like hour 2, hour 3, and there's like a fat fucking donut on the zero count, on the viewer count, and you feel like you're just talking to like an empty room by yourself. And it's like, why am I doing this? What is the point of this? I know that feeling all too well. Even now, even having some viewers, even like when I'm playing RuneScape or whatever, it'll go down to like 40 on each platform, and I'm like, man, nobody cares about this. What am I doing? Why am I wasting my time? You know, it's like that feeling never goes away, no matter what the number is. You'd think that, like, you know, once you're like a streamer of my size, that feeling would go away of like, man, no one's watching, no one cares. It doesn't go away. So I think learning to deal with that feeling and being able to stream or do whatever in spite of that feeling, not because, like, you know, not letting that feeling beat you down and stop you from doing what you want to do on Twitch or whatever. If that feeling has ended so many streaming careers. I would go so far as to say that feeling of like, why am I even bothering when no one's watching and no one cares? That feeling is probably what stops more than half of streamers, if I were to guess, because it's such a powerful feeling. But what helped me break out of that feeling was like, it was twofold actually. Was that speedrunning is that what I do in speedrunning is intrinsically motivating. That is to say, I don't need an audience to get something out of this hobby. You know, to feel like I'm progressing in this game or whatever. Or to feel like I'm doing something meaningful on this game. So that's one, is that, you know, the shit I'm playing here is like intrinsically motivating, not just extrinsic from the viewer count or people interacting. And then two is that even if I'm not intrinsically motivated, or even if no one cares or whatever, like that's actually a good thing. Like you can flip in the same way that having no viewers on your stream can feel like really demoralizing and like a pointless undertaking. There's a flip side to that coin where it's a very freeing realization that you can actually just say or do whatever you want on camera. You could take off your shirt, just short of getting yourself banned, you can say anything on the mic and nobody gives a fuck. You know, I'm not even kidding you. Even if you think, oh, but my boss is gonna watch my stream and then he's gonna fire me or whatever, your boss isn't gonna watch till hour 2, you know, isn't gonna scrub through your whole stream bot just to pinpoint one, you know, objectionable thing that you said. Like, the good news is that nobody, to go back to what I was saying, is that nobody actually cares, like one way or the other. Like, whether you're a good streamer or a bad streamer, that you say this or you don't say that, or that you know, whatever. So in that sense, you're free to just do whatever and like not even trip. Oh, no one's watching, no one's chatting, no one cares. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna drink another beer and keep talking to myself in this room all by myself. Like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, you have to be kind of like a psychopath like that and embrace that loneliness as a form of freedom, as like a form of free expression. A true artist can understand the freedom in other people not caring. Only people that see what they do as a business and not as an art form are, you know, can, like that. Only those types of people get really get upset. If you look at what you do as more of a business than an art form, as an intrinsically motivating art form, then that's when the viewer count thing like starts to hurt more. But if you're like a true artist about it, if you're truly like, I'm doing something, I'm expressing myself, and I don't care who watches or what, like, that's a very empowering feeling. And that'll get you through those like rough streams. It really will. So it's a two-sided coin, you see, having a, you know, feeling like no one's watching you or cares. I hope that makes sense. So for me, it's like when I realize that, it's like I realize I don't have to self-advertise. I don't have to go and get people interested in what I'm doing. I just have to do what I think is interesting. and then if people like that, then that's great. And thankfully, people have liked that over the years. And if they don't, that's okay too. It's still worth doing to me, just for my own enjoyment. I like talking into a mic by myself in a room. Speedrunning a game by myself in solidarity. But not every streamer does, you know. A lot of streamers only like the hobby if they're getting a community interaction on a scale that they deem appropriate. And that, to me, I think that's just that's kind of a toxic approach. Just my opinion. Kids over here not considering the backtrack. That happened yesterday as well. Someone was like, dude, you missed that. No, I get it after the level. Patience, my dear pace pals. I missed the thief! I missed the thief. How did that miss, bro? We're losing all this time. Also, it's kind of like a cruel joke that thief is literally on the exact opposite side of the level from where I spawn. I'm just gonna be running for like 30 seconds here. At least I saw it. You know, so a lot of times when you miss that thief, you don't even notice. It's like you don't even realize that you did it. I'm still like a few seconds ahead here. Let's go ahead, just skip those 2 splits, see how bad it is exiting. I'm guessing it's gonna be like, if I have a good wizard peak, it'll be like minus 20-ish. I would have been like minus a minute and whatever, but it's fine. Probably lost a good minute there. Let's have a good wizard peak and try to stay in the green here. No, it would not. If it would have still let... Dude, if I could still finish the run without that thief, do you think I would have gone back for him? No, it doesn't let you into loot if you miss an egg. Yep. Guys, remember when I learned that strat today? Not doing that again. I was not ready for it. But you know, a funny thing about loot and finishing this run without all the requirements is that if you can get into loot, that is to say, if you can get into loot without the dragon head that closes it opening up, which is possible, then all you need is just 14,000 gems to beat the game. Damn, that guy pushed me out of the way. That's annoying. Oh man, that sucks. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. I always love to acknowledge the sad chats anytime I lose a bunch of time. If you type something sad, I will make fun of you. Oh god damn it. Thanks for being, like, emotionally invested in this. Like, I feel bad. I actually feel worse when I read messages that are like, oh, fuck. No. When I read messages like that, it makes me feel worse than actually messing up the trick. I feel like, it makes me genuinely feel like I've let you guys down. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, shit. This is not going well. But, like, in reality, you know, like, who cares? Nobody cares. Oh, I went the wrong way again, dude. What the fuck am I doing? Dude, I'm, like, fucking up, like, terribly here. I'm gonna have to, like... I'm gonna have to death abuse after this part. This is crazy, like... This is crazy work by me in this level. I am not gonna be green. I have to death abuse here. Take another supercharge to the island. Death abuse again. How many lives do I have? 3. That's good. Kill this guy, which I already got. Go to the island. No, I fucked up terribly. And it's no surprise because the stuff I fucked up has to do with alternate routing that I still haven't incorporated yet, that I've been practicing for like hours today, so it makes sense that I've completely ruined my muscle memory here. I'm like really not surprised by it, but it is still pretty embarrassing, I must admit. Like, I'm better than this, you know? Anyways. But yeah, that is funny how it's like... anytime I fuck up something in this game, I'm always more scared to read the chat, you know, more than anything. Sometimes if I really fuck up, like, really badly, I just don't even look at the chat at all for, like, a while. Because I know it's gonna be some, like, dude, fuck, you know? It's like, without saying it, it's like, bro, that was a real letdown, you know? It's basically saying that without saying that, you know? Alright, so instead of minus 20, I'm plus 20. Let's see if I can bring it back, I guess. This run sucks, everybody. Like, this run sucked before I fucked up high Ks. Now it just sucks. But I'm gonna continue. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope I don't sound too bitchy here. Green fuck when I exit this level, man. I am getting tired of this game right now. I was tired of this game before I started this run. I've been grinding so hard on these harder strats, and I still haven't even incorporated them. I might as well go for the loot stuff today. But yeah, just I'm tired. I'm just over it. So over it. But I feel it poignant. I have the power within me to continue this, so I will. And again, I'm gonna try not to be too bitchy and just, you know, relax. Try to ignore You know, the oppressing feeling of disappointing those around me. Just try to ignore that feeling. It's not real, you know? It's not a real feeling. I mean, it's a real feeling, but it's not a real occurrence, you know? Just ignore that. Just keep going. It'll be okay. Hopefully somebody likes this run in spite of that. That's all I can hope. Okay, green fuck. Flame the box here. You also said, yeah, isn't that funny how like I honed in, it's funny how I like honed in on the negative messages but like completely ignored the positive ones from you. That tends to happen whenever I make fun of people for being like, oh, what the fuck, whenever a run goes bad. It's like, bro, what about the other messages where I like was being very supportive, right? I'm sure you're not the first person to feel that way. It's kind of funny how like I only read the negative stuff. It says a lot more about me than you. What's up, KO Sondabile? Welcome. Damn it, dude. I'm always so close to this fucking strat, man. What's up, Cray? Thank you for the good luck. Do you guys think I can bring it back? Honest question. Thank you for the kind words, Rack. Dreamweavers is really good in these splits. Like, I've pretty much, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can bring it back. We'll see. If I can even get back to green for one split, I'll be proud of myself. But something tells me that that's doubtful. Social media makes you feel outraged because, and I'll read the rest of that in a sec. Does this have nothing to do, like, this is just like a separate thought that you're sharing right now, not really connected to anything that's happened so far. This like new topic here about social media. I mean, it's a pretty boilerplate statement, you know? Social media makes you outraged. Like, yeah, what else is new? Also, the sky is blue, you know? You know, it's like, I think we fancy ourselves smart enough creatures to know that we're being manipulated by algorithms. You know, we're being manipulated into outrage. or being fed stuff that we know is gonna, you know, that the fucking AI know is gonna elicit a response, positive or negative. I think, like, speaking about it in these terms, like, I think most of us understand that. But in the moment of scrolling through a newsfeed, it's really hard to control that knowledge. Even knowing that you're being manipulated by an algorithm, even in knowing that, it's hard to control, you know, your feelings. Like, when you see something that pisses you off, or you see something that, like, makes you laugh, you know, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Just not have emotions? So yeah, we think we're above the fray of being controlled by algorithms, but, you know, it's in our nature not to be. Even if we understand what's happening to us, we still can't really stop it. Yeah, the only way to stop it is just put your phone down, truly. And you know what's kind of like a kind of a weird, kind of gray moral reality? Is that if people had enough self-control to put their phones down more, and, you know, just be like, you know, just normal humans in nature that aren't, like, always on their phone, you know, addicted to these algorithms and stuff. If people were really able to control that for themselves, guess what? I wouldn't be a full-time live streamer. People wouldn't watch me as much. Like, it's kind of a crazy, like, double-edged sword to consider. It's like, I'm only successful because people are addicted to their phones. I mean, partly, maybe not only, but I'm partly successful because of that. Like, it's no mistake that during COVID is, like, when my stream was doing the best. Ask any streamer who was around during COVID. That was, like, the time they had the most people watching, the most subs, the most this and that. So we are very much benefactors of like a cruel algorithmic world. I got 9 seconds back, true, but can I get the other 10? Let's see. What's up, Fierce Beers? I'm glad to hear that, Warrior. You're not left in the void, man. I feel your wisdom tooth pain. I remember getting my wisdoms out back in the day. Stay strong, my friend, and don't suck whatever you do. What's up, Potato? Ooh. Oh, you still have your wisdom teeth and they don't bother you? That's like rare, right? It doesn't happen for most people. Pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Laura? I'm a munch. Isn't that like some British slang? What's a munch? Like Monster Munch? The Monster Munch you forgot to bring me? Ooh! I got it. I brought it back, dude. 0.3, even with the damage in Epstein Island. Let's go. Oh. We're back, but for how long is the question? Oh, you did bring it, but they got turned into powder. Dude, I would have tried the powder. If you'd have given me a fucked up bag of powdery Munster Munch, I would have loved it. Don't deprive me of my monster mash. It's overrated. I could see that. Especially for me, now that it's all, I've built it up in my head. Any food that you like haven't tried before, that like other people like, that like, you know, you go for a certain amount of time without trying, then you finally try it, it is almost always underwhelming. I don't care what food it is. Like, a food has to be like a restaurant, a fast food chain, a, you know, snack brand, whatever. It has to be like so fucking like particularly good for it not to be underwhelming. If it's been built up to you like, oh, this is a good snack, give it a shot. Oh, this is a good restaurant, try it out. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be underwhelmed just because people build it up to be more than it is. Oh man, come on, just give me that. I am not gonna be green after this split. Give me that, dude. Yeah, it's like very rare that food like that you haven't tried before lives up to the hype, in my experience. At best, it's like okay, you know, it's just okay. Oh, man! Here we go. Try that again. Looking forward to this minute behind time loss. Really looking forward to this. I'm just gonna go the long way, I don't even care. I did get ahead for one split, dude. You gotta give me that. Zero lives. Plus 46. Let's see if I can stay less than a minute behind now at this point. We're going for the 124, everybody. Let me grab this life. I don't trust anything. You should grab the life later. In 120%, you should grab the life by the spring chest on the shelf here. Rather than that one before the level. And you know what's fun? You know what's actually so fun about losing time there is that now these splits get noticeably better. Like from this point forward, I don't have big time saves anymore. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a real challenge. Even after this level, trying not to be 1 minute behind, it's gonna be pretty difficult. truly, this is like a for the level I'm playing right now, this is really like a 125 pace. But because these splits had a really good Dreamweavers, it's like, you know, 124. So it's like, assuming I just start playing well, we can maybe 124 this. Surely. Yeah, the gem trying to catch up with me during the supercharge. Can we, like, stop missing stuff and then immediately, like, going off a giant ledge, forcing a crazy recovery? That would be awesome. I would love to specifically not miss one gem before exiting a very hard-to-reach ledge. That would be, like, an oddly specific request that I would like. Slow. I'm not gonna catch the cycle. Yep, what'd I tell you? Such an epic strat. I need to practice it more. I'm really bad at that jump. It is doable, and it is faster if you're on cycle, but it's just fucking annoying. Well, you know, I'll say this, you know, for how bad this run's going, I will say this, I almost didn't do a run today. I almost basically just did 2 hours of practice, and I really did not want to do a run after practice, but I asked my chat, and you guys were kind enough to peer pressure me. I asked you guys, I was like, do you guys really want to see a run? And really, I didn't even need to ask. I knew the answer to that. So thank you guys for pushing me to do a run. I feel like I'm getting through it, like, with a good attitude, good enough attitude. Like I said, for how badly it's going, like, I really could be a lot more, like, doomer right now, so I think I'm keeping my cool, not being too bitchy. So yeah. Let's keep it moving. Let's finish this strong. Hopefully I'll have earned some subs or something by the end. Who knows? That's for you guys to decide. Now, the jump out the window strat is slow. We timed it. It is cool, but it's just slow. I don't do swag strats if they're slow. I do a lot of swag strats, but if it's slower, then it's not a swag strat. Even if it looks, like, cooler or whatever. If I don't kiss the fairy? If I don't kiss the fairy, then... like, that doesn't change anything about the window thing. That's a different discussion now. You still have to collect the gems in there, either way. Yeah, so I guess if you collect the gems in that room without kissing the fairy, is what you're saying. And then doing the window strat makes sense because then the metal guy isn't like blocking the way coming back that direction. But can't you also just glide there from the bridge coming back from the fairy room? I don't know. Do I have to like go lab it now, like Pablo, and like figure out like what it's all about, or what? Be so honest with me. Oh, I missed the fan chest after Wild Flight, dude. Fuck. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'll go back for him later, don't worry. Remind me when I exit Jock. Man. Guys, is this run like be honest, I'm feeling like an air of disappointment in this run. Are you guys feeling that too, or are you guys just enjoying it regardless, or? I'm feeling like I'm really letting you guys down here, you know, if I'm being so honest. But that's wrong, right? You guys aren't feeling that way. I just want to make sure I'm like understanding the situation correctly. Yeah, you guys are just vibing, right? Nobody like actually is upset with me, right? For being this bad. I have to say it out loud to like really solidify it. Otherwise, if I don't say anything, I'm just gonna assume you guys hate me, you know? You know? It's stupid, but that's how emotions are. Oh, I gotta grab that. Could've just saved it till... I guess I'm saving it till after. Nobody expected a good run. I mean, I'm not sure if that's supposed to make me feel better, but... Thanks. But yeah, I have nothing more to say here. How many lives do we have? 0. Nice strat. though late game. I think you meant to say tough, right? I feel very emotionally vulnerable right now. I feel like anything you guys could say, if it's like even remotely like mean at all, will like really hurt my feelings. If it's someone just types like, dude, this run's going kind of bad. Like no one's typing that at all. Everyone's like, dude, it's fine, man. We're just chilling. But I'm like looking for the one message that's like, dude, like you need to get it together. Because in my mind, like that's what I'm projecting. It's like, bro, like relax, man. It's hard. It's so hard to relax when you're like wrought with self-loathing. It's so hard. This is like truly like the greatest challenge. It's not even about the run anymore. It's like, can I like emotionally contain myself right now and just chill and not be like a major bitch? Like, is that possible? Do I need a hug? Actually, a hug, you know, as weird as this sounds, a hug would not help me right now. This is truly like a solo, like... I would feel bad. Like, sometimes, like, Sarah, like, my girlfriend, will try to, like, console me after, like, a bad stream. You know, bless her heart. And she'll try to give me a hug. And the way I feel, like, whenever I receive a hug when I'm in a mood like this, and I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, is, like, I feel like I don't have any love to give. Like, it makes me feel worse, actually, because it's like, here's this person trying to, like, make me feel better and giving me love. And I feel like I'm, like, this empty husk, you know what I mean? That it's like, wow, like, I can't even, like, really express, like, I can't express myself. Like, so being shown, like affection like that, it kind of makes me feel worse, actually, because it's like, wow, I wish I could give this back right now. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, I'll play, I'm a good actor. Like, I'll put it this way, I can like, I'll hug her back or hug someone back and I'll be like, it's okay, and I'll say thanks, but you know, inside I'm like feeling like, wow, like, I really did not like emotionally receive anything or give anything. Like, I'm just not emotionally in a place to receive that kind of affection, you know? Just interesting. Because I'm a pretty affectionate person, I would say. I love hugging and touching and kissing and all that stuff. You know, yeah, when I'm in a bad mood, I really do not want to be, like, hugged or kissed or anything like that. I just want to be left to myself, you know? I'm like that type of, person, I guess. I'm sure there's gotta be other people here that are like that. By the way, guys, I'm fine, by the way. I'm not having a crisis or anything. I'm just kind of sharing some of the feelings that a run like this will make one feel. You know, I'm okay. Like, I just want to reiterate, like, it might sound like I'm experiencing a crisis. I'm really not. Like, I'm good, everybody. And in fact, I shouldn't have gone into such detail about it, because now I think I've probably given you guys, like, the wrong impression. Like, I'm sounding like a turbo, or in other words, I'm sounding kind of bitchy right now, so I'm gonna just chill and just play some Lofty here. But yeah, please don't worry about me. Because again, like, that would just make me feel worse. You know, it's like, it's this, like, it's a negative cycle, you see. But I'm okay, like, you know, I'm just kind of bemusing about the nature of, like, self-loathing. As for how I'm feeling right now, I'm like, okay. I don't feel great, but, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool, guys, I swear. It starts crying. Yeah, right on the turkeys, Troy. Is there a ferryless route? I mean, technically what I do does not collect all of the like, technically I could complete this route without opening any of the fairy boxes. If I don't mess it up. So this would be the fairyless route. Oh, I guess except for that room that I was just in. Dude, at literally every run that I go for that strat, my supercharge gets canceled. I need to look at that more. I have yet to crack the code with not getting the supercharge I used to like outsmart it by like jumping, but then that makes you miss the metal chests. So like, I just need to lab that more before I do it in runs again. Because it's literally just gonna keep happening like that every time. So yeah, I guess there's not a fairyless route of the level because the castle over there to the left always requires you to collect the fairies to get to the top of the supercharge area. But all of the other fairies in this level do not have to be fully achieved. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could like go up the supercharge ramp backwards, but that's like very slow. Do I have lives? Yeah. A beer and a sandwich? I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not like confirmed gonna go get that, but I don't have any beer here. I'm probably like after stream, I'm probably gonna like cook some food, maybe make some chicken, have some beans and rice, or I might have some like leftover steak and beans and rice if Sarah already ate, and then we'll see what happens. I might go out today though, go for a walk. A walk would be very nice. Don't forget after yeah, like I said, remind me after Jock, but yeah, I have to go get the fan chests in the Beastmaker's homeworld. This is now, I believe, my 4th run missing them. 3rd or 4th. When will I learn? Would I play Spyro 4? Yeah, I would. Honestly. You know, we joke and meme around here, but yeah, I mean, like, if Spyro 4 came out tomorrow... Oh, man, I am way over-lifed, by the way. If Spyro 4 came out tomorrow, yeah, I'd fucking play it. Dude, I'm like a Spyro YouTuber streamer. Like, I kind of have to, right? Like, if such a thing existed. But if you want to know my honest opinion, I hope Spyro 4 never comes out, because I have more fun making fun of it than I would actually playing it, is the truth. I'm sorry if that upsets some of you guys to hear, but... Like, I just don't see a world where Spyro 4 comes out, and it's not like the most fucking mid game ever. Like, I really just don't see it being that not being the case. Alright, I gotta go back to the fan chests here. Grab these greens. Beast makers. Yeah, I mean, if Spyro 4 came out, it'd be good for me as, like, a Spyro YouTuber guy to, like, make a video about it and be like, this is why this game sucks, or, you know, whatever the fuck. But, yeah, in terms of me actually, like, casually wanting to play a new Spyro game, it's just not really something I want. Maybe some of you guys do, but I don't, really. I don't know if you could understand that, or if that makes any sense. But it's just how I feel. Sometimes you don't need to explain how you feel. Sometimes you just feel how you feel about something. Have I played the GBA Spyro games? Okay, I just want to, before it happens, I'm not gonna, like, answer any more. I'll answer this one question, no. And then, I'm not gonna answer any more questions, have I played X game? Just because it's gonna, the chat's gonna spiral into, like, ask me your favorite game. You know? I'm gonna focus on Cove here. And thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Hope you guys understand. Yeah, happy Wednesday, Thorntrap. Hope you're having a good day, man. No, dude, I keep doing that. I need to, like, work on doing that without pressing, without holding X. Do I think speedrunning would be easier without chatting? Was a question. And, for some people, I think for a lot of speedrunners, the answer to that is yes. You know, the argument being that a live stream chat, as well as just generally talking into a mic while I'm playing, is distracting me from focusing on the gameplay. And that's like a totally fair, you know, you could be right about that. In fact, I think sometimes, in a lot of cases, you are right that is happening. But, also, just consider that, you know, maybe, like, without being able to talk to you guys, I wouldn't even want to be playing this game right now in the first place. You know, like, for me, speedrunning this game becomes so much more meaningful and so much more fun and something that I want to keep coming back to because of the chat and because of being able to say how I feel during a run. Like, that's what makes speedrunning this game, a big part of it, like, special to me. So you're basically saying, like, yeah, like, can you get better times by just shutting the fuck up and focusing? Like, yeah. But, like, is that all there is to what I'm doing here? No. In fact, if I were to, like, really commit to that, like, attitude of, like, okay, all I care about is getting a new world record, and so I'm just gonna do offline runs, no distractions, no mic, no nothing, I would not like that. I would not enjoy that, and I don't think I would see myself actually grinding for a good run under those circumstances. So, but that's just for me personally. For other speedrunners, you know, so a lot of speedrunners prefer to play offline or no chat or no mic or what have you, no camera. A lot of speedrunners prefer doing it that way, and you know, and it makes sense. But for me, it's like, I truly believe, whether you agree with me or not, I invite you to disagree with me on this, but I truly believe that I become the best speedrunner I can be by streaming and by talking to a chat and by sharing my thoughts and being at peace with how I feel. You know, all these things through expressing my feelings as I'm playing. These are the things that make me as good of a speedrunner as I can be. And without that, I would not get a new PB, is how I genuinely feel. I'd have to completely change my whole outlook on what I want out of this hobby to delete these things and to be like okay with that. So, you know, if I'm like a content-pilled bitch for that, then okay, fine, but, you know, like, I just ask that before you accuse me of distracting myself, consider that I'm also motivating myself. That there's two sides to that coin. I hope that makes sense. And the revenue must be tasty. I'm gonna just say this, like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I would not be speedrunning this game if you guys didn't emotionally support me, financially support me. You guys support me in every way possible. Yeah, the money has something to do with it. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. It's not my main motivator. I'm not playing this game because, like, I hate this game, but I just play it for money, you know? But I would be lying if I said that wasn't a factor, you know? Like, I'm not so above the fray as to not acknowledge that. But if all that mattered was money, I mean, I would go get a fucking job with my degree that actually had an annual salary and benefits, you know? I'm not exactly, you know, fucking, I'm not exactly a millionaire doing this, you know what I mean? I'm not even 100,000 heir doing this, and I've been saving money for years. So if it's all about money, I mean, this is kind of a bad path, even being successful as I am here. So, you know, it is about a lot more than just money. But to say it's not about money at all would be a lie. I hope that nuance isn't lost on you guys. I hope that doesn't make me seem greedy or whatever. But yeah, I just like playing this game and talking about how I feel, like, while I play. That's really about it. You know, money, viewers, all that aside, chat rooms, you know, like 80% of what I'm doing here is just talking about how I'm feeling. Now, sometimes someone will type something in the chat that'll spur conversation in a direction, you know? But for the most part, I'm just kind of spitballing what's on my mind while I play and kind of emotionally regulating myself during a run in that way. So, you know, that's like the majority of what you're watching. It's not about the fucking community or the viewers or the money so much as it is just that at its core. And so to say, like, alright, well, you're gonna get better runs if you just take away that mic, take away the fucking stream, like, you're taking away a big part of what makes, like, this whole run, like, fun for me. And so in turn, like, yeah, sure, I could do a few offline runs, but I'm gonna burn out a lot more quickly doing that. And I'm not going to want to continue for very long. So is that, like, a good recipe for world record? You tell me. If really, like, if we just say, like, all that matters is getting a new world record, is that really the right path for me? To just do offline runs, no mic? When it's gonna make me feel like shit, when it's gonna make me, like, quit, like, within a week? I don't think that's the play, right? If all we care about is world record, I feel like even so, like, that's not the play. Damn it, dude. Can't even get fucking credit skip, dude. Good thing I have extra lives. You didn't say take the mic away and be miserable? Well, what are you saying then? You're saying no chat specifically? Just a fascination if I reckon I could beat my times. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm not trying to, like, shit on you, Dan. Like, I'm just kind of, like, trying to look at it from that perspective, you know? Like, what if I did that? You know? I'm trying to be, like, on the same page as you as possible here. I'm not, like, trying to be upset with you or anything. I hope you don't feel, like, called out or something. I'm not trying to twist your words or anything. Like, the truth is that, like, I think a lot of, like, competitive gamers, like, don't really get what I do, you know? They don't really get, like, wanting to stream and share your feelings. And I'm not talking about you, Dan. I'm just talking about, like, in general when it comes to competitive gaming. Like, it's an act of solitude, you know? It's an act of, like, just you in a game for 12 hours a day and nothing else, and, you know, it's like, very, isolating. And like the people that rise to the top of competitive games are like people who truly can like self-isolate and just do that shit, you know. And you'll see a lot of pushback when it comes to like content creation around it and stuff, and a lot of like mixed feelings about like, oh man, like I want to stream, you know, but I just can't, you know, to get the best times in speedrunning. Like, you see this shit all the time, you know. I'm like really blessed that the way I like to speedrun happens to fall in line with a way that like that other people like and want to support me with. It's just the way I like to speedrun, you know. And I will say it is kind of unusual in the grand scheme of this hobby that I do it this way, and this is how I prefer to do it. For most speedrunners, it's like they gotta like really branch out, you know, emotionally to do what I'm doing here. It's like extra effort for them beyond the speedrun to do that, when for me it's just a part of the speedrun. Where am I going? Over here. I gotta go over here. Forgot the old route. Anyways, I think I've said my piece enough here. I hope what I'm saying is understandable. I hope I don't sound too like entitled or what have you, or that I'm misconstruing words or anything. Just trying to explain like why I do things the way I do, and why I think this is the best way for me to get the best times I can get. For me. But let me just say this one more time, if you are a speedrunner, a competitive gamer, whatever, and you feel like you should stream, you should make videos, but you don't really want to, you shouldn't feel bad about that. You shouldn't feel bad for not being like me or whatever, or like some other creator that you watch, you know? Because you're just you know? Like, you're just, like... I would, like I said, like, the majority of people who, like, really go deep into getting good at a game, it's an act of solitude, you know? And I get it. I get how isolating it is. And I get not wanting to like fucking put yourself out there on the stream and you get frustrated with the distraction of it. I totally get it. So don't feel like, as a final note, don't feel like you have to be like me to do what I do, if that makes sense.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Ganasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure.
Yeah, everyone just does it their own way, like, at the end of the day.
I feel fired up.
Some people fucking love just fucking hanging out in it. You know what? It's funny because like I'm doing talking to a big chat room and stuff. I fucking hate speedrunning and being on a voice call with someone. And bro, so many speedrunners just love being on a voice call when they fucking... I always joke around about this. Like, you think I'm some socialite, some extrovert? Bitch, I'm in a room by myself. I'm talking to like... I'm barely even like holding a conversation with this chat room. Like, I get social anxiety at the thought of, like, Laura or Composer being on a call with me while I'm playing. That, like, upsets me, you know? So that's just how this is, like, you know, I'm not, like, some specific kind of, like, personality type, you know? Like, there's no, like, right, like, strat. You see what I'm saying? And so that's to get back to the original question. Like, do I think I would get better times if I wasn't distracted by a chat, or by a stream, or by my mic, or by anything else? Which, again, not to misconstrue any words, he just asked about the chat, but, you know, to extrapolate on it, on other potential distractions. I'm saying the other things as well. You know, do I think that removing those things would help me get better times? Genuinely, for me, no. But for most people, yes, it probably would be very helpful to do that. In fact, if I had a change of heart and really wanted to approach the hobby in a different way, it could help, you know, for sure. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna deny that I distract myself sometimes with this stuff, you know. but it's also the path of success. It's like it's the best path for me. So it's just hard to square that, you know, for someone that might not understand it from my perspective. So I've said my piece on it. I hope it's understandable. I hope this, and you know, let's move on from this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. You know, I wasn't gonna do a run today. I practiced for about 2 hours, and then I did a pretty underwhelming run here. Yeah, dude. Sorry for talking about RuneScape, but that says something about RuneScape. You're not really sorry. I'm just kidding. You can talk about RuneScape in my chat, Jade. It's fine. Congrats on Leviathan. Yeah, I do feel myself like having to constantly like justify what I'm doing, you know? And it's not like anybody's fault but my own, but like, you know, I'll get questions like this and I feel like I have to be a little on the defensive, you know? I feel like I have to justify what I'm doing, you know? Because maybe, you know, maybe people are right that I just distract myself or that that I'm doing it wrong or something, but you know, like, what are you gonna do? Like, I think I'm doing okay, is really all I can say. But yeah, that run, you know, that run was a tough one. I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed it. It kind of took a lot out of me, to be honest. Somebody said they'd give subs if I finished it. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But, you know, I can't force you to, obviously. So, yeah. I'm just gonna hang out here for a bit and just chat before I go offline. Yeah, I'm not gonna play any RuneScape today. Thank you, Captain's Pixie, appreciate it. Yeah, so, I forgot who said it, but someone said they would gift some subs if I finished a run, and then, well, at least we got Captain's Pixie. I'll take it. Works for me. Yeah, man. You know, I've been going for a few days straight now, just kind of grinding out runs, grinding out practice. The runs, of course, have been a little subpar, especially this one. Yesterday I got a couple 123s. That was cool. Or like a 123. I'm definitely starting to be kind of overdue for the oh, thank you, Artisan, for the 5 gifts, legend. And Beard with the gift. Thank you guys. I guess my alerts aren't playing, but thank you guys so much. It was you? Well, thank you. Thank you for keeping up on your promise. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Like, I feel pretty, like, emotionally spent. While I look for someone to raid, I feel pretty emotionally spent right now, to be honest. This game, you know, just playing it and doing runs and grinding out new strats, it's... I try to keep it as, like, lighthearted as possible, and I really do have to try to keep it lighthearted. But, man, like... I just feel, like, not physically, but I feel emotionally drained after today. And I think it's all just kind of like snowballing from like the last couple days of trying to keep a good attitude on bad runs and... Sorry, that's Dylan talking right there off screen, my bad. I just feel spent, everybody. I really do. So... yeah, let's raid Dylan. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks again for all the subs there at the end. Sorry to kind of squeeze them out of you there, but you know. It's beating some of my times, yeah. I did good today. Before I leave, I just want to say I'm proud of how hard I tried today to pick up some new strats, to do the loot stuff. And I'm glad I finished that 127 without having a full-on like emotional breakdown. I will say the vibes started to get a little heavy towards the end there. I think it just had to do with the subject matter I was talking about. I think I just have been a bit self-critical lately without going like full bitchy like mode. It's just like I'm constantly just looking at what I'm doing and being like, is this enough? So if the answer to that question for you is yes, then thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Thank you guys for keeping me over 615 subs on Twitch. Thank you for the over 100 people that are here on both platforms. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Peace.